This is the Weeki Wachee Springs cave system. Beneath these serene waters lies one of the most intricate and dangerous underwater cave networks on Earth. Stretching over 6,500 feet of submerged passages, this watery maze is both a paradise for expert divers and a place where a single misstep can be fatal. That danger became tragically clear with the story of Marcin K., a skilled and passionate cave diver who knew these waters like the back of his hand. But on March 31st, 2012, during what was meant to be a routine expedition, something went terribly wrong. What started as a well-planned dive quickly turned into a nightmare. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Abyssin. Grab a coffee, settle into your favorite chair, and get ready to hear a story that reminds us how even the most experienced among us aren't immune to deadly mistakes, like the one we're about to uncover today. It was March 31st, 2012, in Weeki Wachee Springs, Florida, a place known for its crystal clear waters and vast underwater cave systems that attract divers from around the world. Among those divers was 29-year-old Marcin Ashley K., a seasoned cave diver with countless expeditions under his belt. He wasn't just experienced, he was a thrill seeker at heart, someone who found joy in challenges like skydiving, surfing, and of course, cave diving. Marcin also had a deep love for technology, working for 6 years in the IT department at Life South Community Blood Center. That day, Marcin was diving with the Karst Underwater Research Team, a group focused on mapping and exploring underwater caves. The day's plan was straightforward: a series of controlled dives to document the passageways and maintain diver safety in these extreme conditions. Confident and familiar with the terrain, Marcin was preparing for his final dive of the day. He took every precaution, double-checking his tanks, gear, and safety lines before descending into the depths of the cave system. The dive began without any issues. Marcin and his team followed the guideline, a vital rope that helps divers navigate back through the often disorienting tunnels. Moving in harmony, their flashlights cut through the silent blackness, highlighting the contours of the cave as they recorded new data. At depths exceeding 100 feet, the risks were constant. Divers must carefully monitor their pace to avoid nitrogen buildup in the blood, which can lead to decompression sickness. Marcin understood these risks well. Every move he made was deliberate and measured. As the team completed their tasks and began their ascent, Marcin remained calm and close to the line, methodically maneuvering through narrow corridors. But around 4:30 p.m., something changed. Near an exit section of the cave, Marcin suddenly broke away from the guideline. He swam toward a tight crevice, so narrow that even divers with side-mounted tanks would struggle to get through. His movements were rapid and erratic, a stark contrast to his usual precision. The other divers quickly noticed something was wrong and tried signaling with their dive lights, an underwater universal signal to stop. When that failed, they attempted tactile communication, lightly touching him to get his attention, but Marcin's responses were scattered and frantic. He pushed further into the crevice, contorting his body to squeeze through the tight space. Panic began to spread among the team. Unknown to them, Marcin was suffering from a cerebral arterial gas embolism. Rapid ascent is one of the greatest dangers in diving and a leading cause of life-threatening injuries. When a diver ascends too fast, nitrogen bubbles can form in the bloodstream, potentially blocking vital organs like the brain or lungs. In Marcin's case, it's believed he suffered a cerebral embolism during ascent. This condition rapidly causes confusion, paralysis, and unconsciousness. It's a chilling reminder that no amount of experience can fully shield divers from the brutal consequences of physics and physiology. Marcin's erratic behavior, his sudden and irrational decision to enter the crevice, was likely a result of his declining mental state. He was no longer thinking clearly, his actions growing more uncontrolled as the embolism progressed. Safety divers, stationed nearby with spare gas cylinders, watched helplessly as Marcin wedged himself deeper into the crack. His movements had lost all coordination, and attempts to communicate continued to fail. Minutes passed. Eventually, his regulator was no longer in use, an ominous sign. The team feared the worst. Marcin had likely lost consciousness. The situation was dire, and the tight walls of the crevice made reaching him nearly impossible. The team immediately alerted the surface crew, which had been standing by. Every second mattered, but underwater rescues are slow by necessity. Divers can't rush without endangering themselves. By the time a rescue diver reached Marcin, it was too late. His body was unresponsive. His tank still held air, and his gear was functioning normally. The embolism had rendered him unconscious, and he eventually drowned, trapped inside the fissure. His body was brought to the surface just before 5 p.m. The recovery team was visibly shaken. They had done everything they could, but Marcin had been lost in a matter of moments to something no one could have predicted or prevented. His mother once voiced concern about the risks, to which Marcin replied, "Mom, if I die diving, at least I'll die doing something I love." That passion followed him to the end. After the incident, the Karst Underwater Research Team issued a statement acknowledging the unpredictable nature of gas embolisms and the importance of safety protocols. They stressed that Marcin's decision to enter the crevice wasn't a conscious choice. It was a tragic consequence of his medical emergency. His final dive, though heartbreaking, underscored the immense respect demanded by the underwater world. It is a place of stunning beauty and relentless danger. If you found this story gripping, wait until you see the one that just popped up on your screen. It started out as a simple adventure, much like this one, but ended in a way far more terrifying. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe. It really helps me out. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.